Elon Musk has become this darling of MAGA, and we don't have time to get into this, a discussion about all that's strange and wrong about what we're seeing from Elon Musk lately, but we do have time to look at some moments from Tucker Carlson's interview with Elon Musk, where Musk does something we've seen MAGA folks do so many times, which is accidentally bring more attention to something Trump hates people focusing on. Let's jump into this, and then we'll discuss.
Will that ever come out, do you think?
You know, I think part of why Kamala's getting so much support is that if Trump wins, that Epstein client list is going to become public.
Yes.
And some of those billionaires behind Kamala are terrified of that outcome.
Yeah. Do you think Reid Hoffman's uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gates.
And Gates.
Yeah.
And I only ask that because you just look at them and you're like, that's a nervous person right there. I don't know. I mean, I assume you know them. Yeah.
Yes. Reid Hoffman was my vice president of business development at PayPal.
Yeah.
20.
Why do the people, how do I say this? How do I say this? Why do people with questionable character have such strange laughs? There we go. Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson, of course, Tucker Carlson notoriously goes, oh, or whatever. And then this from Elon Musk. I love laughs, so go that, but something's off. And what they're talking about is the Epstein client list. Okay? Continue listening, and then I'll tell you why this is not great for Trump. Do please, while you're listening, make sure to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're rapidly approaching 1 million subscribers. Then I'll stop bugging you so much about it.
No, I mean, I assume you know them. Yeah.
Yes. Reid Hoffman was my vice president of business development at PayPal.
Yeah.
20.
It really does sound like an evil villain.
Vice president of business development at PayPal.
Yeah.
24 years ago.
Does he seem nervous to you?
Yeah, I mean, he's terrified of a Trump victory.
Because of the disclosure that would follow?
I think he's certainly ideologically not aligned with Trump anyway, but I think he is concerned about the Epstein situation.
Every time a MAGA figure does this, they don't seem to realize all it does, not all, but one of the things it does is it brings to the forefront of especially the online conversation Trump's history with Epstein. And so he's trying to make a point about how, yeah, we're definitely on the good side because it's Kamala who would protect Epstein or Epstein's dead, but those who associate with Epstein, the Epstein client list, and it's Trump who would expose them. But then what this brings up is how Trump had this super close relationship with Epstein. Kamala never did. And Trump gets weird every time it's asked about, which I'm just asking MAGA to judge this the same that they judge anything that a Democrat ever says. If Kamala Harris acted the way you're about to watch with this clip that's recirculating because of the Musk interview, would you find this strange?
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would, or at least
Do you think that would restore trust? Help restore trust?
Yeah, I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the others.
What an odd thing to say.
I didn't know you were going to be talking about...
And that always has that edit there. But if Kamala did that, Elon Musk and Tucker would be giggling their way to the election about it. They would think it's the bombshell of all bombshells. Now, we're more mindful about the allegations we make or the guilt by association we levy, which is why only overwhelming evidence would make me assert something boldly, but I'm asking for consistency. Elon Musk goes, oh yeah, it's the Democrats who are scared of a Trump victory because they're going to be exposed. But then that's their guy. And Musk actually ended up giving more attention to that because it gets circulated every time this comes up. Trump's the one who was on the flight logs numerous times. Clinton was on flight logs. That doesn't by itself mean anything, but by their logic, they should be more critical of Trump than they are. And we've gone through that so many times. Moving on from that moment, you also have him, I guess, thinking if Kamala wins, even though Kamala's currently in power with Biden, then Elon Musk is going to be locked up or something.
If he loses, man, what? You're fucked, dude.
I'm fucked. If he loses, I'm fucked.
It does seem that way. You can't just be like, yo,
Yeah, I'm like, how long do you think my prison sentence is going to be? Do you think? Will I see my children? I don't know.
because it's not like you can say, well, yeah, I maxed out. If he
My face is all red now. Sorry from that oxygen evacuation. I am so annoyed with this. You're going to be fine, Elon, unless there's some crimes you're committing we don't know about, but you're going to be fine. It's crazy how much he's benefited from the federal government and grants he's received, and then he turns around and acts like, oh, well, I'm also a victim of this weaponized government. You're not. You're a beneficiary of it. And you're going to be fine. Everyone in MAGA, hello. You don't have to be a victim. Some of you are being victimized in your lives in some way, whether it be costs being too high, and we want to address that, whether it be actual physical victimization. All of you, especially leaders, if there's not real victimization, you don't have to invent it. You don't have to be the biggest victim in your own story. I know Trump's showing you a way of living. Oh, everything's wrong, everything's rigged, everything's against me. You don't have to model your life like that. But it's a core part. No one's coming after you, Elon Musk. And he knows that. That's why he's willing to go about it. If you actually were afraid of that, you wouldn't be laughing like that. But he has to, and it gets to the next part, even the playing field. There's real criticisms and real concerns around the respect or lack thereof of our democratic institutions that could fundamentally change them if Trump wins again. Authoritarian experts risking their careers to say this publicly. And Elon Musk understands, for whatever reason, whatever deal he struck with Trump whenever they had those meetings, and then that's when Elon Musk started rapidly changing his views. I don't actually know if anything happened there, but whatever has convinced him he should be a Trump guy, even though surely he's smart enough to know that what he's saying is ridiculous, that's not worth lying to people to balance the scale and pretend like really it's Kamala Harris who threatens democracy.
Over the last 3 years. I mean, my view is that if Trump doesn't win this election, it's the last election we're going to have. The Democrats, the Dem machine, has been importing so many people, bringing in so many illegals, flying in with this.
You're so lazy. You're so lazy that this is your argument. Because of undocumented immigration, that's why we're not going to have another election. Because there's going to be so many voters. The great replacement theory, Even though right now border crossings are lower than they were when Trump left office. Oh, no, but they're trying to import as many people as possible. Which is why they're stopping people and deporting people. I don't have the education that Elon Musk does, I assume, because he was born to a rich family. I don't actually know where he went to school, but I don't have billions of dollars to invest in informing myself. And some of these things even with those deficits compared to the Elon Musk, are so easy to debunk. It reveals either it's one of those situations where he's really smart in one area, in business areas maybe, kudos, but because of something else, him not understanding how to decipher fact from fiction on the internet, he's fallen into this rabbit hole. Or, like I said, there's a more sinister thing going on. I hate feeling like I'm a conspiracy, or I'm conspiracy theorizing with these just speculations. Let me say overtly, this is speculation, but was there some quid pro quo with Trump when they had that meeting that was reported on? Like how Trump, this is well reported, asked oil executives to fund him to the tune of $1 billion and then he would give them things they wanted. What's going on here? Because I don't like doing the whole, see, he's all just stupid. He's been stupid all along. That's just too simple. That's not the world we live in. Yes, he's clearly intelligent in areas. What's going on here for him to be touting the most basic, debunkable, ridiculous ideas you can imagine in favor of Trump? Then this.
No, and I've been trashing Kamala nonstop.
Oh, I know.
Well, the Kamala puppet, I call her, you know. The machine that the Kamala puppet represents.
Yeah, she's irrelevant. I mean, she's not even.
No. I made a joke which I realized I deleted, which is like nobody's even bothering to try to kill Kamala because it's pointless. What do you achieve? Nothing.
No, it's totally
Just find
right.
another puppet.
Exactly. That's
It's no point in killing.
it's deep and true, though.
Nobody's trying.
Tucker too. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all like whenever I'm calm on these things, it helps you process it and not get so upset. Sometimes I need to get upset, okay? This is me time. Whoa, why, Tucker? Why are you pretending? Oh, you just hit on something, Elon. That's deep and true. That really got to the core of everything. Why isn't someone trying to assassinate her? That's really profound.
That's
It's no point in killing.
it's deep and true, though.
Nobody's trying to kill Joe Biden.
It's
Pointless.
Totally. You actually put that up?
Yeah. Now, some people interpreted it as though I was calling for people to
Of course.
assassinate her, but I was like, nobody even, I was like, doesn't it seem strange that no one's even bothered to try?
It's not worth it.
I mean,
I'm scared. I need to call my mom. Mom.
There's an endless supply.
and like nobody would. It's absurd.
It could be anybody.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna try to. Nobody tries to assassinate a puppet.
Of course not. A marionette.
Yeah, marionette. It's just like.
Yeah, there have been foiled assassination attempts. The one that's on my mind right now was against Biden. It led to a death of a Trump supporter who was posting that he was going to assassinate, and then the FBI got into a back and forth with him, and it became violent. But I don't think that's the metric we should be judging. And yeah, it's so scary. Tucker's one of the most, still, I don't know how this is true, but influential MAGA people on the internet. And then Elon Musk is one of the richest people in existence right now. This is what we're getting. This? Giggling away about assassination attempts because really she's just a puppet. This disturbs me. This really, really disturbs me. And I want to reiterate, think about, and then I promise I'm going to come to you in a different segment. I'm going to be level-headed. Think about if a left-wing, let's go there because they're obsessed with him, if George Soros purchased X, at the time Twitter, and then took what Elon Musk did recently was he took the America tag and is making it 24/7 pro-Trump propaganda, took the America tag and was doing pro-Kamala Harris stuff, and then said, I'm going to do everything in my power to elect through the platform that I'm having that was supposed to be a public square, elect Kamala Harris, and being overtly pro. Fox News would say, I can't even deal with this. The hypocrisy is insane. They already say that George Soros helped steal an election by donating to somebody or something. They would say George Soros stole the election because he bought a social media platform and weaponized it in favor of Kamala Harris. That's what Elon Musk is doing. And there's not even much criticism of that part of it. There's criticism of his views, like we criticize anyone's views that are extreme MAGA, but not of that much. He's publicly using his position of power and the platform that he purchased because of his wealth, using it for Trump. They said that Twitter censoring or enforcing their terms of service on COVID misinformation was election interference. They said that a story that was temporarily banned on some platforms and then was immediately returned and it got tons of attention long before the election, that was election interference. The Hunter Biden story. Because the platforms must be rigged in favor of Democrats if they're doing that. Mark Zuckerberg, we think he's liberal, so it must all be weaponized against Trump. And now Elon Musk is doing that and they love it. He's jumping up and down and they love it. Why? Why are people so inconsistent? I don't understand. Do you? Let me know in the comments. If you want to see Luke Beasley unplugged, no, this version more often, this is where I go on the bonus show more often, which you can get access to by clicking the join button. And really do share with me comments. You can write into the show. You can do the contact form on the website. What's going on here?